But what are we here for? We're here to look at comics, and that are new comics, stuff sent by people who want to have it, seen a little wider. I want to start with this guy Landon Huber. Okay, he sent me a couple of comics, one of which we'll start with this one, Punctuation Man. So this is Punctuation Man #1. And this is art by Langdon. And I don't have my notes in front of me. It's also, he sent me nice. He autographed all his copies. I got my angles a little off today on the $1 Million Comic Scam. Apologies for that.
Man, I love this title already.
And so it's a goofy comedy comic, right? It's silly, based on the concept of punctuation. So we've got the period, the apostrophe, Brad the lotion salesman, one of my favorite characters. Run on sentence, the French villain, and his evil hench things. And the story is what it is. It's goofy. It's trying to be pretty funny. It's trying to be funny. It's not always succeeding, but what is succeeding hardcore to me is the artwork by Landon Huber. I don't want to give short shrift to the writer. Here, let me give his name too. Here we go. Jared Payne wrote the script and lettered the comic, so we can look at it from a lettering point of view. From a gag writing point of view, it's a good entry level effort.
Burn.
No, it's not. I mean, I'm not trying to burn the guy. I'm like, you're trying. It's really hard to do funny comics. It's hard to make somebody like. I was talking about this, like comic strips, right? Calvin and Hobbes, even, right? What's funnier than Calvin and Hobbes as far as a comic strip? Like, right. We love it.
Yeah.
But it's not that funny. Like,
when
are you belly laughing at Calvin and Hobbes? Like, never are you cracking up hardcore out of comics. Very rarely. Once in a while, a clever joke will get in there, but it's hard.
I totally, but you're talking about the nature of comedy, right? Which is like the most subjective thing in the world. Because you just said, when are you cracking up at comics? Well, is a like hearty guffaw the only thing that makes something funny? Because, man, every time Calvin's dad shows up, I die laughing.
Calvin, you can appreciate on so many different levels, and it's the subtlety, and it's the subtlety and the subtle humor is my point, and that comes across in a medium as limited in its size as black and white daily comic strips. Like he got what he could out of that. On the comic book page, I look to something like, if I'm looking for the gold standard for like comics that made me laugh when I read them. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for Ben Edlund's The Tick. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for Sam and Max, maybe, by what's his face? Steve Purcell.
Nice. Good save.
Who I'm trying to get on the show, and I gotta do better than what's his face, I guess, if I'm gonna get him on the show.
Did Purcell do Fish Please? Who did that?
Oh man.
Yeah,
I don't even know. Yeah, I know Fish. I don't think he did, but Sam and Max is in a league of its own. Right. And funny.
Yeah.
And then I look at Flaming Carrot, and I look at Reed Fleming, and I look at, this is a high bar I set for my humor comics.
I gotcha.
That being said, I laughed a couple times in here. A couple times I groaned, and if that's all you get out of me, you're doing okay. Okay, so I'm not trying to denigrate the comedy in the scripting. What I'm here to do is elevate, Larry. I'm not here to denigrate. I come to elevate.
That's why I'm here, Dan. That's why everybody loves you. That's what it is.
Well, no, not that many people, but so what I saw here though is Landon Huber's artwork. He's growing page by page, and he's got a style that's just like, it's what it is, man. It's not it. Let me zoom in here a little bit. Okay, so here's our villain, and there's just something creepy and subversive about the way he's able to draw. He is very evocative, and his panel to panel storytelling is there. He knows what he's doing here, in service of a really goofy story that's just here to be a little bit silly and have kind of an interplay between the two goofy characters, one of whom is sort of based on himself, the period, the big fat period.
You know, I got to tell you, when you brought up Flaming Carrot, I was like, this is the old school. I get the vibe from here, even the old school like 1980s black and white explosion thing, where people were just like, "Oh man, I can do comics. That guy did it. I can do better." Where you got all this cool, really unique stuff, and I like the vibe that I got from this guy's art. It's creepy and cool.
Totally agree.
But distinctive.
Yeah, and everything he's doing here, he's doing with lines, right? So there's no gray tones. There's not like he's if he needs the tones, he's hatching it.
Right.
You know, our Crumb style or whatever you want to call it, he's doing it. Okay, and then so I read this and I was like, okay, I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was kind of pretty funny. It had a couple funny moments to it and goofy characters, certainly funny character design and very readable. Like I could tell what was going on. And while that sounds weird as a compliment, Larry, you and I know, like there's people that they write.
I was trying not to laugh when you said that, but you're like, yeah, man, I know. Sometimes legibility is just as much as an art as cross hatching. You know what I mean? And just a story that flows, and you understand that like this character is in this space and is moving from here to here and doing these actions. Right.
As like elementary and basic as that sounds, like that, it ain't easy, and a lot of people mess it up. Langdon's got it though, right? He's got it here. And
I was going to add one more thing for that list that you nailed everything, but it's also weight. The characters look like,
yes,
you know, they're standing on a floor instead of, you know, floating a bit above it or something, you know, like
totally agreed.
That's a perfect example right there. You still have dynamism and it's, you know, a little surreal, but it's like that guy is in that space. Like you said, that's perfect.
And it came with a little tip-in flyer that was just thrown in. If you want to read on and find out what happened next in the story, just go online and read Punctuation Man issue 2 at the website link below. I'll put it on my website, I'll put it below after this. LandonHuber.wixsite.com, Punctuation Man 2, and you check out Punctuation Man. But he sent me one other thing though, Larry. This is a saddle.
Can I just interrupt real quick? That tipping thing is brilliant. Like, you kind of just glossed over that, but my marketing brain loves that because he gave you you got the first one, you picked it up however you did, and then he gives you the second one for free. That's genius. That is just straight up genius.
I love it, and you can't. And he could have just written that in the comic, but like even adding it, just putting something in the package.
Yeah,
that you're selling to someone. This is something.
That's added value. Looks like he's going the extra mile. I love everything about that. Except, no, I do. I love everything.
Well, you can check out Huber.Landon on Instagram, Huber Landon on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Just search Landon Huber, it says, and I'll back it up. You can check him out. Oh, but wait, that's not all. He sent me this Saddle Stitch Punctuation Man. Enjoyable. Okay. I'm putting it in the huge box of free comics that people have sent me here, and I'm going to treasure it forever. But he also sent me Bleen. Okay. And this is published by Caliber Comics. And is it that Caliber Comics that I remember? I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. But I look in the back